I was just going through my phone to delete some old photos and videos because I'm running out of storage, and I found hundreds of photos of random meals I've made over the last few years since losing over 30 pounds and keeping it off with a low fat vegan diet. So I thought I'd show you some more real life examples of my food. Some of these are what I order dining out, like the sushi, and some have higher fat ingredients like avocado and tofu. For me, I can eat those things and still stay at the same weight. The only things I try to limit are foods that trigger me to want to go on the prowl for more junk foods, like chips, crackers, and crunchy carbs, and things like that are just difficult for me to moderate. But tofu and avocado aren't. If you're currently doing the 30-day low-fat vegan weight loss challenge, I want you to think about life past the 30 days. And even once you've reached your ideal weight range, what will your meals look like? How can you make this way of eating something you stick with long term? What are you willing to give up and what aren't you? It's okay to modify this, and I encourage you to conduct mini experiments with yourself to see what works for you. Some people can add in some nuts and seeds here and there and be fine, or some raisins on your oatmeal. Others may have hit a plateau at the last 10 pounds and need to change things a bit. I will make videos on that topic as well. One of the main messages I like to convey in my videos is that weight loss can be simple. It's so easy to get overwhelmed, especially if you're not proficient in the kitchen or if you don't have the time to be cooking and following elaborate recipes. You can simplify weight loss and put it on autopilot by following a very simple low-fat vegan meal plan without being hungry. Some people are so overwhelmed with figuring out what exactly they are supposed to be eating to lose weight, and they just want someone to tell them what to do. So if that's you, I'll tell you exactly what to do to lose weight. And here's a very basic daily meal plan to follow. Breakfast, old-fashioned or steel-cut oatmeal with blueberries, unsweetened plant milk, and cinnamon. If you're used to using high sugar amounts in your diet and you want something sweet in your oatmeal, add a bit of stevia and then gradually reduce the amount until the sweetness from the blueberries is enough for you. And you might think, oh, I'm never going to like eating stuff without added sugar or salt, but your palate does adjust once it's not being hyperstimulated by processed junk food anymore. Lunch, a rice bowl with rice, steamed veggies like celery, mushrooms, bell pepper, and zucchini, and half a cup to a cup of black beans or lentils. A splash of soy sauce is fine, or sriracha. That's how I made it for the first couple of years, and again, you can work on reducing sodium as you go on. Dinner will be a large salad with air-fried or baked sweet potato chunks, half a cup of chickpeas or any bean, onion if you like, and drizzle balsamic or lemon juice and any spices that you want to add. Have a piece of fruit after every meal to satisfy a craving for something sweet. Snack on fruit throughout the day if you like. Don't have tiny portions at your meal times. The meals are low calorie density as it is, and you'll need to eat large portions in order to be satiated. Undereating leads to binging on high calorie density junk foods. And no oil. Ever. Not one drop. Vegetable oils are not health foods. They're also not ideal for weight loss as they're almost 4,000 calories per pound. Go to bed early if possible so late night snacking behavior doesn't occur, and drink lots of water. And that's it. That is a super simplified weight loss plan. Just keep eating that until you get to your ideal weight range. If you have to lightly salt the food, as I said, that's fine. I lost weight while adding quite a bit of salt and soy sauce to the meals at first. I just found that it was difficult for me to just sit there and eat a bunch of vegetables without any salt on it. And I'm learning now about the negative effects of too much salt and have reduced my sodium intake immensely. And don't get wrapped up in comparing yourself and what you're eating to other people online or influencers. It's not a competition. It's about you making wise daily meal choices that are going to positively affect your well-being. And if you can't go all in and do a quote unquote perfect job, at least you're moving yourself in the right direction. And that's something that you should really be proud of. If you have specific medical questions, like if you want to know about diabetes or about blood pressure or if you should be taking certain supplements, I recommend Dr. Peter Rogers' YouTube channel. He has hundreds of videos on all topics. Just search his name plus the topic of concern, and I'm sure he has a video. And if not, you can usually just comment on one of his videos and he'll reply. He's been a surgeon for over 30 years, and I've learned so much about healthy arteries and how important our food is in maintaining healthy arteries so that we can have healthy blood flow throughout our bodies. And that stuff really fascinates me. So his channel is a great resource. I don't really talk about why I make these videos all that much. Like, why do I focus on this topic of weight loss? Well, it's because I found something so basic and so simple and so inexpensive and so accessible that solves one of the biggest personal struggles so many of us have. Not just being overweight, but not feeling our most healthy, vibrant selves because the processed junky food takes a toll on us. It takes a toll on our body. It takes a toll on our mind. It can even take a toll on our personal relationships. Because when you're not feeling your best, you're not acting your best. So potatoes, rice, beans, vegetables, and fruit. That's it. Simple foods, natural foods. And the answer is right there for us. But there are so many barriers in our society blocking us from enjoying the vibrant, slim, strong, healthy bodies we would otherwise have. We are tempted with delicious, addictive, oily, salty, sugary, chemical-filled foods everywhere we go. We even bring them into our own homes, and then we have to fight with ourselves not to devour them. So while I don't have fancy recipe photos and the gourmet desserts that other people have, that's kind of the point. Some people are just overwhelmed and they want something super simple and doable that they can follow. So I hope that's what I am for you. You don't need me to teach you how to put a baked potato, half a can of beans, and some steamed broccoli on a plate, but I'm a reminder that's how simple it can be.